So, with that, time to head back into the realm of semi-vanilla Zelda stuff. So, last stream I did the third quest, which was more of a thing than I remember it being. And as such, I'm going to follow that up with the fourth quest, which I don't think is quite as hard. And the code for it is, naturally, although the graphical effect on that is pretty cool. I'm kind of wondering how they do that. Alright, so the fourth quest kind of takes a departure from the normal Zelda formula, where the shops are different, the items, there are different items in the dungeons. I believe the blue ring and the blue candle are in dungeons in this quest, and I believe we're also going to be seeing some new enemies. Don't know if how much of it we'll be seeing in the overworld, but in the dungeons for sure. I don't remember exactly the nature of what these enemies will be, but let's see what the shop has. Ah, arrow shop right there. Interesting. I wonder how much the bombs are gonna, where the bomb shop is. Assuming that I'll need to actually buy bombs at some point. Considering I'll be going into Blue Moblin territory, hopefully buying bombs won't be something I'll need to do. No bombs yet. Oh, still none. Unlike vanilla Zelda, I don't think I can rely on. I can't really do a 10 count, since with Sequest, it's more of a pure random chance. Hello, fireman.
Hello.
Me bombs, please. I'm pretty sure you can. Just, I need you to do so at some point. I know this is a shop. What does this one sell? Oh, bombs for 40 and arrows for 60. Okay, so it's a cheaper arrows for 2 different prices. That's kind of weird. I believe this one's got free money. Might as well see how big of a secret this is. There's the bombs.
Now, if this goes fast enough, do you have anything else planned afterwards?
No. I've got a bit of an early morning tomorrow, so once this is all I have planned for today. Heck, I don't even know what I have planned for the next stream after this. And this is another secret, so let's see if this is another 10. Yeah, it's another 10.
Well, it's 10 more than you originally had.
True enough. Is there anything here? Nope, that's a door repair.
And you also have maps for this quest too, right?
Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Okay, so it's the third one. This one also has a secret. I expect it to be another 10. Yep. There is a shop up here. Let's see if this one's any different than the other ones. Heck, I'm almost enough to buy the arrows already, and oh, that's the cheap arrow shop. All right. Up here we got information, so I might as well see what this has to say. Although if it's pay for information, I'm not gonna bother. Secret is to the east. Alright then. I'm pretty sure I know what that's referring to, but that's not relevant at the moment. And there's more information up here. But of course, I have to concern myself with Lionel. And it's pay for info. No, thank you.
So you said the blue rain is actually in a dungeon. Which dungeon is it?
Let's see. Which looks like 3. Meanwhile, this is where level 1 is. And I really, now that I take a closer look, I think looks like the maps for this dungeon are based off of enemies, perhaps.
Interesting.
You give me a floor drop for bombs, but hey, the Garayas gave me some as well, and that is definitely a new block pattern.
Curious to know where the boomerang is in this quest.
Let's see. Which one is it? It looks like 5.
Level 5 first has the boomerang? Oh, okay.
Yeah. With the magical, I believe it's an 8.
Jeez.
And there's the map, which might be a Tektite, perhaps? I don't know.
Once I see it, maybe I can see what it is.
And there's
I'm looking at the map. Maybe it is a Tektite? I honestly can't say what it is.
I mean, if it's based off of enemies, it looks like some of the other ones are based off of enemies, so...
It does look like, though, it is a Tektite, though. At least, Tektite is about the closest thing it looks like it is.
Yeah, true enough. The boomerang in the 3rd quest was guarded very heavily.
Which seems kind of interesting, to say the least.
Yeah. So we'll see how well guarded it is this time around.
Curious to know, though, where the white and magical sword will be in this quest.
Where? They're actually pretty close together. Compass.
Yeah, a helmet or a crab, that could be right.
And by a smiley face, that could be interpreted as a bubble.
Yeah.
3, a pyramid could easily be a Zal. At least I know I have money to buy the arrows, because I know I'll be getting the bow soon. So
Also,
being able to buy the arrows already is a pretty good thing.
Also, the fact that the blue candle's in a dungeon, actually.
Yep. And as is the power bracelet.
Oh, jeez.
Which is right here. And if nothing else, this gives access to the warps pretty early.
I'm gonna guess, though, that level 2 has the blue candle.
Yes it does. And the bow.
Oh, interesting.
Which is why it's a good thing I can afford the arrows now.
How many heart containers in the overworld? Is that the same?
Yes. Well, hold on. Yes. Although the one out in the ocean is not there anymore. And one other thing the fourth quest introduces is Lost Key.
As ST Knuckles would say, oh my god, murders.
Was there something? Yes, there was something up here. It appears to be money, but hey, free money. What's over here? More money. Okay. And enemies that can drop money. I'm cool with that.
The more money, the better.
Oh, yes. At least I don't have to worry about saving up to buy the blue ring.
Considering you find that in level 3, you said?
Yes, I believe so.
Also, I take it the red ring and silver arrows are still in level 9?
Red ring, yes. Silver arrow, no. That one's an 8. And that's an interesting color. Oh dear. Oh dear, that thing is tanky, or either that or he was really close to death and I wasn't really counting. Oh well.
I almost think it's a level 2 Aquamentus.
Which normally doesn't exist.
In randomizers, there's those other colored Aquamentus, which I would imagine would take 12 hits with the wooden sword.
Perhaps.
Considering that a normal Aquamentus takes 6 hits to kill with the wooden sword.
Was it 6? I thought it was more than that. But...
I believe it is 6. That I still remember, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, wow, okay. Oh boy, now I have to get back to said Aquamentus while still maintaining some modicum of health. Never mind. Well, this is a great way to start.
Still.
Yeah, I got my health back, yeah, but for how long? At least I don't have to kill these guys. If nothing else, each trip through gives me a chance at getting more money.
True enough.
Because we've seen 2 shops, I'm expecting at least 1 more, and I'm wanting to see if there's if the 90 rupee big shield is still a thing.
Yeah, you haven't found the big shield yet, though.
Well, I've seen shops for them, but they were all... I wasn't really focused on the prices for them. I was paying more attention to the arrow prices than the shield prices, really. So I don't really remember what they said. These the Stalfos aren't the ones that fire at you. Alright, 1 more room. More money. Nice. So if I can maintain my sword beams, this should be rather easy. Which means staying way back here against the far wall. And I've already lost count of how many hits I've done this thing. But it certainly was a lot. Holy cow. Well, that's level 1. Okay. So how do I want to route this? Where was 2 again? That's where 2 was. Alright. But we got a secret here. But no, it's not there exactly. Is it there? Aha! You're trying to get sneaky now. Oh, it's for 30. Not bad. Let's see, there was another shop over here. Let's see if that one's the same as it ever was. Well, it's the cheap arrow shop, which is good enough for me.
Nice.
Okay. Do I want to go after that heart now? So, in a place that's real deep in Death Mountain. I don't think so, but there is another one that's not as deep in Death Mountain. But I still have to actually get there. This room has nothing. Hello, Adam.
Nice comment there.
Alright. Hey, give me that heart. And while I'm here, well, there was another shop over here, so I'm wondering what's in this one. Enemy bait for 160. Ow! Let me take a quick look here. It looks like unless I'm missing something, I'll only need enemy bait once. But still, 160 for that? Ugh. But now that I have the shield, I'm feeling a little brazen.
160 for the meat?
Yeah.
Jeez. Oh yeah, do you know where the white sword is?
Yes, but I'm going this way. Since I stumbled upon the cheap shield, I'm feeling more comfortable about attempting this. And Adam, if you're talking, we can't hear you.
Oh. Yeah, I'm not hearing anything either.
Ooh, fuck. Was it this blood? No. I know I have to push one of these. Or at least that's what my... I have to kill all the enemies in here first, don't I? Which means I have to leave the room because, yeah, the clock makes it so I can't kill the P-Hat. And of course the P-Hat's the thing that has priority. Do I have to push it to the side, maybe? Can I push a block now? There we go. Yeah, I did have to kill all the enemies. Yeah, we still can't hear you.
Yeah, it seems a bit weird.
Sometimes Discord is stupid.
It is, because I had to remove my headset device and reinstall it again.
So yeah, me getting the shield is probably the only reason why I went after that heart now. Because I didn't want to run the risk of running afoul of those stupid things. Of
the Lionels?
Of the stupid Lionels, yeah. There is a shop here. What does this have? Ah. Nothing I really need right now. Of course, P-Hat's in my way.
Nothing. Well, unless you want to buy a key from that shop.
No, let's hope I don't need to.
Granted, in the original first quest, you wouldn't even, you would actually have extra keys as you went through the later levels.
Depending on how you went about things, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh boy, come on, get up here. Please. Thank you. Hello, Enigmatistic? Okay. This is where the white sword is supposed to be. There it is, there we go.
Yay, white sword!
Just had to find the right push block. And I'm gonna go ahead and F6 out, because this is the fastest way to level 2. be here? No. Do I really have to push a block for this? Because this is where level 2 is. There it is. Okay. Well. Silly me for thinking I need to use bombs for that. But that... I didn't even think I needed the power bracelet for it. Though, given that I got the power bracelet in level 1, I guess that would have made sense. If anything, Adam, go into settings and check your inputs, see if there's anything going on there. Oh boy, bunnies. With the health I have, that's not good. And hello, dark nuts. Okay. In level 1, it was, not too bad. Red Gorillas, Stalfos. First quest Stalfos. Gels. Keys. Nothing over the top, really. Yeah, like, the fourth quest isn't as bad as the third quest was. Ah, the bunny got me! And I just ran over my toe with my desk chair.
Finally!
Yay!
I don't know why it wasn't working.
Like I said, there have been times where I was doing stuff elsewhere, and for some reason it would just... all Discord sound effects would just stop.
That's weird.
I mean, I would still be able to talk in voice chat and such, but all, like, notifications and such would just be muted. And I have no idea.
Yeah, I just restarted Discord. Oh, I'll tell you what, that's a good thing of having a solid state drive. Things just fire up in like the blink of an eye.
Yeah, because whenever I had the issues, I would just restart Discord and everything would be fine afterwards.
Yeah,
it's true with a lot of things. It's amazing what a good restart can accomplish.
Yeah.
Let's see. I don't have another key, but there is one up here.
Yeah, cause I was like, why? It's like, why are you guys talking like I'm not talking? And I'm like, oh, cause then you finally said it.
Yep.
But no, what I was trying to say earlier is I'm surprised not many people use the bait for its secondary purpose.
What? Drawing in Gorias and Moblins?
Yeah, or any enemy that like. I think in here, what was that, Hyrule's Resurrection, those bees were attracted to it too.
Yeah, I was surprised by that one.
You know, I think that would be interesting, because I'd really like to see more people actually make enemies that are, you know, hard to defeat, but if you use the bait, it makes them a lot easier.
Well, there are those quests. I want to say Hyrule's... I'm not sure if Hyrule's Resurrection was one of them. I don't quite remember now. That... You can't actually buy bait. It's more of a drop. That's more like a story drop or whatever you want to call it.
Okay. Well, because like what I was thinking is, I was actually thinking about not having the bait be bait, but actually kind of look like a Link decoy.
Ah, yeah, with the Link doll sprite from Zelda 2.
Yeah, like make it look like a hologram. Make it look like it's taunting. Cause it's like, I remember this one PS2 game I used to play. You actually had a spell that you would create like I said, a hologram of yourself, and you would hear your character like voicing over, taunting the enemies to attack her.
Interesting.
Hey, this is the kind of game that you like certain enemies. Like if you try fighting them toe to toe, you're gonna get like 1 or 2 shot.
Yeah, so you gotta use... Gotta use strategy.
Yeah, if you play like my dad, you just try running headlong into danger, you're gonna die. There's no ifs, ands, or buts.
Yeah.
That's the thing, is like the way I play, like especially like PS2 games, like I find myself like usually like I wait for an enemy to attack, and then after I dodge, block, or whatever, then I counter.
So I'm interpreting this particular map. I'm interpreting this one as a Gibdo.
Oh, okay. Actually, it could also look like a Wizrobe too.
Maybe.
Kinda.
I think a Gibdo works better. If you saw it side by side, you'd probably make sense.
Yeah, I think the only reason I'm going with Wizrobe rather than Gibdo is because like there's no separation of their feet. It looks like just more like a flowing robe at the bottom.
I could see that.
Yeah, but I never thought about that. I always thought that this, looked kind of like a castle tower or a pillar.
Let's see. Actually, wait, I can go this way.
Oh boy. Yeah, like I said, I had to make the entrance earlier. Just too bad nobody could hear me.
Come on. Thank you. And of course, I probably have to go on to the other side.
That's something I was thinking. What if somebody actually made a quest that was scripted to basically try to deconstruct your playing strategy?
That would kind of modify itself based off of how you play it or something?
Yeah, kind of. Or like if they know like you're overly reliant on stunning enemies, they'll start throwing a lot of enemies that are immune to being stunned.
I want to say there's a trope for that. I want to say it's called playing the player or something like that.
Yeah, but then the only thing is that you can also abuse that by deliberately doing stuff that you're good at. You could also manipulate it.
Well, yeah.
Because that's how the boss that you've still yet to beat in IOR works. Like, his attacks are weighted to... He's more likely to use attacks that you consistently fail at dodging.
Well, it's probably why he sends Death Knights at me all the dang time, but I'm not sure what I can do about that. That sounds more like a... get good kind of situation.
Unfortunately, given the nature of that boss, that's kind of what you have to do. I mean, he's no pushover, and you've seen that.
Yeah, yes, I have.
That makes me wonder how that one guy beat him was only using a single potion on hero mode.
Lots of practice. He probably has died to that guy more than I have.
Yeah, and he's definitely... And like I said, even though he had a clean run, I mean, he still got destroyed. But then again, he's one of those, like, what do you call those people that always like playing the game at, like, the highest difficulty?
Challenge gamer? I don't know.
Yeah, or like, I was thinking, I didn't know if masochist would be, like, too extreme, though.
I would say so.
Because he, zero-gamed the original, Hookshot 2 with the green tunic.
Yeah, but as I said, how many attempts did that take?
Multiple, because I think he edited out the fails. I think he said, like, he had about, like, 30-40 deaths, if I remember correctly, and... But yeah, I never thought of the dungeons all resembling enemies. I only thought some of them did. But then it makes me wonder, like, what would the diamond shape be?
But kind of wonder about that.
Yeah, it's weird. Yeah, I'll tell you what, Discord is really strange.
Yeah, but it's still better than the alternative has been.
Yeah, I've been through that with a fine-tooth comb with my personal friend Harrison. I told him once I got Skype, I told him I'm not Skype, Discord. Once I got Discord, I told him I'm never going back to Skype.
Yeah, The thing is, even when I was on Skype, I didn't even use it that much anyway.
Yeah, but then again, it doesn't help. I'm the kind of person that I usually only talk if spoken to.
Same. And I think the only person I really talk with too much on Skype was like TK, and even then, but I think we've been through that.
Right.
Through that enough. And yeah, it's a good thing I bought arrows, huh? Although the clue that we got earlier kind of pointed towards this anyway, and okay, this was more than one hit.
Right, and it's a good thing you have a decent stack of cash on you.
Okay, 3 hits isn't enough.
But hey, at least Goma's not as weak. It's not as weak as it used to be. Yeah, I always thought that was kind of weird though, how like level 6, it's just like the dungeon's so hard, and then the boss is like a complete contrast to the dungeon. It's like the hardest dungeon in the game, and then the boss is like weaker than Aquamentus.
Okay, so I can get 2 more heart containers right about now, and I feel like getting those now while I'm thinking about it. Yeah, the Aquamentus in level 7 was kind of a pushover, but thing is, level 7 in first quest as a whole was kind of a decrease in difficulty compared to level 6.
Well, I think it's because, if I remember correctly, the original design of the game, I think they had red and blue wizards doing half as much damage as they do in the official game.
Oh, really?
Yeah, somebody told me that. Like, red wizards did half a heart on contact, 2 with their magic, and then blues were a full heart regardless.
Huh.
And then in the final version, they doubled their damage.
Really? Interesting. There is...
Yeah, because like I said,
in here somewhere.
Yeah, because like I said, I'll argue to the grave that level 6 should have been level 8.
Well, it all depends on how you stand between Wizrobes and Darknuts, really.
Yeah, true. I'll tell you what, I'm still petrified of fighting blue Wizrobes in vanilla Zelda.
Yeah, they're not a pushover, to be sure.
I mean, Zelda Classic, it's weird because like I'm more comfortable in Zelda Classic fighting them with no tunic upgrades, a white sword, 8-way movement, and slash, than I am fighting them in vanilla with a blue ring and magical sword.
It's really, perception often becomes reality. You notice in most ZC quests, you find yourself like armed to the gills.
Yeah.
Because like you've got hammers and hook shot, which can often stun Wizrobes.
Yeah, especially quests that make the magical boomerang basically a half fire boomerang.
Let's see.
And that's always nice to have, you know it.
Yeah, I guess this is somewhat faster. Go ahead and... Really, I have to kill the stupid P-hats to access the dang warp. Really, game? No, thank you. Not worth it.
Yeah, that shouldn't be a push weight block.
Well, the one to get the heart container in Death Mountain was, so I guess it makes some sense.
I don't think they were in the original game.
Oh, they were not. But like I said, the 4th quest does mess around with the formula, as I've mentioned more than once.
Yeah, I honestly haven't seen 4th quest in a long time because I think the last time I saw anything on it was Pix's run of it.
Honestly, I haven't played this thing in years. So the only reason why I even remember anything is because I've got the map right here in front of me. I'm still gonna have to remember to buy bait at some point, but I won't need it until level 6. So I can at least hold off until then.
You know what's also weird is the history behind Fourth Quest, like I don't know if you knew this, but they actually tied on the winner.
Really?
Yeah, Quest Wizard 88 and Hero Fire jointly won. So they took Hero Fire's Overworld and Quest Wizard 88's Dungeons.
Oh, that's cool.
Because a little bit of trivia, you know, modern and super randomizers.
Yeah.
Well, the you know, like the 5x the 5- dungeons or the Fourth Quest dungeons.
Yeah, I think the Third Quest dungeons feature in there somewhere as well.
Yeah, in Alpha. Yeah, in the Lost Overworld in Alpha version, there's the Lost the Lost Overworld's the third quest. Yeah, complete with all like 500 door repair charges. That's one thing I hate about third quest. It's like Alpha Dog got way too carried away with door repair charges and what's the other thing? Oh, the statues in every room.
Yeah, I've seen some room where it was like, yeah. But I've seen the gauntlets. And here is level 3. Let's see, which way do I want to go? I can't go that way because that's locked.
Well, you got plenty of hearts at least.
Oh yeah.
And you're gonna have even more durability once you get the blue ring.
Oh, definitely.
That's weird because it's like how do you adjust? Like, how would you design the difficulty? Like, do you design it around the assumption that the player, you know, is gonna find every heart container, or do you design it around the bare minimum they'll have?
Yeah, well, goodness knows I've seen enough quests that pretty much rely on you having Master Sword gold ring.
Yeah, I feel weird because I feel like if you have to put a gold ring in the quest, like I feel like you need to balance your enemies better. That's just
well,
me,
I think the fact that Death Knights exist, just in the vanilla ZC.
Yeah.
That by itself merits the existence of the gold ring in my mind.
You know, like I said, I'm not a fan of Death Knights. I mean, if I implement them,
especially you. I forget how far along you guys have seen on Hyrule's Resurrection.
I just watched today's part.
I don't recall how far along that is as far as what you guys have seen.
You got the Master Sword and you got into the Ice Cave.
A bit of spoilers. Summoners that summon Death Knights.
Okay, yeah, that's stupid. I'm sorry. Uh-oh, blue wizard.
Yeah, but only one.
That's one too many.
Yeah.
Considering how bad they hurt. But then again, some people would argue, like, I mean, red wizards in level 2, but then again, reds are easy to dodge.
Yeah, red wizards aren't so bad.
Yeah, but it's intimidating if you get blasted for 4 hearts.
Oh yeah, definitely.
See, it's like, I always feel like, you know, sometimes enemies could have been better balanced. I feel like going back to the Death Knight, like, I was thinking, like, what if it, say with the red ring, did 1 heart on contact and maybe like 2 hearts with the sword instead of, you know, 2.5 and 5.
And there's the blue ring. Yay. Totally out of the way, but totally worth it.
Yeah, definitely. You know, am I the only one that sees the blue tunic as making your tunic white?
I see it as more of a lavender.
Because like I said, as a kid, I always swore up and down that was white. You know it?
Yeah. I guess it all depends on how good your TV was.
Well, because like this color dungeon, on my TV growing up, I remember it was like a much more pronounced orange color. It didn't look brown, it looked orange.
Yeah, so you probably had like the brightness or contrast up on your TV or something.
Yeah, I wouldn't remember. I mean, I mean, you figure I was a little boy back then.
Well, yeah. If anything, it was probably a setting your parents put on there or something.
Oh, speaking of that, I actually have a funny story. Like, I actually knew how to, like, mess with the TV, like, from the time I was a little kid. So what I would do is my grandmother would go to visit her sister, Charlotte, right? And I'd end up, like, staying in my grandmother's bedroom, and I would change her TV to black and white.
Ooh. And
then, not only that, I'd put closed caption on. She'd be coming out there screaming at my mom, like, Kathy, you ain't gonna believe what he just did!
Oh, dear.
Yeah, and my parents had no idea how to get the closed captions off.
Oh, my. I enjoyed visiting my grandmother, mostly because she had Disney Channel and I didn't.
Well, the way I remember my grandmother, game shows. Because I feel like every time I sit down and watch a game show, especially like an old one, I always feel like she's sitting in the room with me. I don't know, it's like I was really close to my grandmother.
So what kind of game, what were your favorite game shows back now or then? And that was the case.
Back then, Press Your Luck, Richard Dawson's and Ray Combs' Family Feud, Match Game, I'm trying to think the other one, there was trying to think, Newlywed Game was funny because of some of the answers he gave.
Oh, well, yeah, mostly because they had to keep it PG somehow.
Yeah, and they still managed to get, like things like you could really get your mind in the gutter if you wanted to.
Okay,
it's actually,
I still have my shield. Good.
It's actually funny because on my YouTube recommends, like, I notice now, like, when I watch videos, like, I'll constantly get, like, videos recommended to me.
Yeah.
And the one I saw is called 2 Hours of Ridiculous Video, or Game Show Answers or something.
Yeah.
Like, some of them were like...
Oh, jeez, there was... I should have gone back into the doorway.
Oh... Ow.
Well, I timed that one right.
Well, like I said, at least you got tons of hearts.
Yeah. And Blue Ring, too. And I would say probably... When I was a kid, my favorite game show, without a doubt, was Press Your Luck.
Oh man, I miss Peter Tomarken.
Yeah, thing is, I find it hard to watch now just because all the it's kind of a stressful moment and such, and I am echoing on your end pretty bad, I think.
Oh no, I'm fine.
No, as in I'm hearing myself on your end.
Oh. Oh, I didn't realize I was echoing. I thought my headset was pretty good at that.
Yeah, because it was I'm definitely hearing myself on your end pretty bad now.
Oh. Yeah, I think Discord's just being bad.
Guess it all depends. How close is your mic to your speakers? Is that...
I thought my speakers were on pretty tight.
Although I'm not really hearing myself too much now. It's fainter now than it was a moment ago.
Okay, I tried lowering the mic down more towards my neck. Is that helping?
Hello, Irene. Well, no, I'm still hearing myself.
Hey there.
Hello.
How are
the best
you?
part about my new computer is?
Yeah?
I have pretty much built-in voice recognition.
Oh, cool.
Indeed.
Never actually got to talk to you before.
Yeah, I'm just watching some Yuri randomizer.
Cool.
Just watching some what randomizer?
Yuri randomizer.
Oh, okay.
You thought I said Yuri, didn't you?
Yeah, it kind of sounded like that. Yeah, that's why I wanted you to repeat it, so I actually knew what you said. Okay, making sure of where I am. Okay.
Yeah, so note to self, keep my microphone down.
Okay, yep. New Moldorm.
Which one you playing?
Fourth quest.
Ah.
More to the point, streaming fourth quest and... Okay, for a moment I was hearing myself on Adam's side again, but not anymore.
I think I lowered my head. I was looking down at something.
Keep having to backtrack because of dang keys.
Yeah, let me try lowering it a bit more. Oh, jeez. Oh, sorry.
And for one thing, it's going back to the whole press your luck thing. It wasn't that hard to find, but there are YouTube videos out there of clips of like big time moments. And, yeah, there were a fair share of really high drama on that show.
Do you ever see the so-called press your luck scandal?
Oh, oh yes.
Where the guy won over 110 grand because he memorized the board.
Yep. And they tried to get him for cheating, but they couldn't prove it.
Yep.
But hey, I remember talking to someone else about that, and they didn't think anything of it because they apparently knew it was a pattern right from the get-go. They were wondering why people were having trouble with it.
Well, from what I know, but the only problem is he ended up sealing his own fate by his own greed.
Yeah, I think wasn't it like a Ponzi scheme or something like that he got caught up in, and basically lost everything.
Yeah, once he got a taste of money, he wanted more and more and more, and then he got broken into and everything.
Oof. Ow.
And yeah, that's why I try to be as humble as I can. I mean, I don't work the best job, but I'm proud of what I do. I mean, like I said, I work in produce. I mean, I'm not making $80,000 a year, but I'm happy.
Yeah, I do inventory audits. I'm not making the most either, but hey, I'm self-supporting, which was kind of my major goal in life. So.
Yeah, and not only that, but I'm taking care of my parents, and I'm helping out with bills and everything. I mean, I'd say even though I'm not out on my own, I'd say I'm pretty successful.
Yeah, it's really all depends on how. And there's probably ambition involved in there. That can be a double-edged sword there. Well,
if I can tell you one thing, before the new year, on 2 Discord servers I joined, they actually promoted me to moderator on those 2.
Oh, really? Nice.
Yeah, this morning I was kind of having a bit of fun banning some trolls.
Oh, jeez. Well,
yeah, they're going...
And I guess I should feel accomplished myself since I've been getting involved in the randomizer community in my own way. Because I've tried doing races on like Link to the Past randomizer and such, and which it didn't really pan out well, which I never really expected it to because I'm not one of those pro kind of people that can beat a seed in an hour and a half.
Well, it also doesn't help with the randomization. You can get pretty screwed over.
Well, yeah, even then, a lot of the good people can get sub 2.
Well, there's still certain meta you can follow, but I prefer to just play games casually. I'm not big on speed running or anything. I just want to sit down, relax, have a nice chair, and play a game.
Eucles, you consider doing inventory audits being an inventory auditor as your dream job?
But yeah, like you were saying, you got involved in the Zelda randomizer community, right?
Yeah, I've been doing a tracker for Zelda 1 and Link to the Past.
Oh, cool.
I did a tracker for one of the Final Fantasy races too. Not too long
because Yeah, because like I said, I was watching Zelda 2 randomizer tournaments, and they had two guys commentating, and they had somebody ticking off what items they were getting.
Yep, that's what I do.
Oh, cool. I mean, I feel like with me, now that I'm opening up and loosening up a bit, like, I've noticed, like, I just feel like I have a sense of belonging and purpose now in my life.
Yeah, it just sucks that my job schedule being as random as it is, in some ironic way, I'm not as involved I'm not able to track as many races as I would like to.
Yeah, for me, I mean, because I work all overnight, it's like, usually, what I'm trying to do now is, I go to work, I get home at like 6:30 in the morning, then I just sleep, and then as soon as I get up, I go to my battle station.
Hey, so many likes in this place. Not to mention all the Wizrobes too. That's a nasty combination.
Yeah. Oh, excuse me. I just yeah.
Might as well do that one up, even though I'm not going that way.
Yeah, it's like I said, it's amazing, and like I said, I told everybody that I told, I can't believe how just changing how I viewed things, it just magically fixed everything.
Ooh, I've managed to avoid that one.
Ooh. Nice. Oh, you mean just threading in between those Wizrobes?
Oh yeah.
Ooh, boy, you framed that one.
So I did get the yes, I did. Well, I'm on my way to the boss now. Since I got the whistle, I'm pretty sure I know what the boss is going to be.
And the thing is, if I remember correctly, doesn't 4th Quest not follow the rule of like Dark Nut, Graya, or Wizrobe dungeons?
I didn't even. If there's been a pattern to that, I haven't been paying attention to it.
Hmm. I like how that like unsure if it wants to come and get you or not. It's just like going up and down on my end. Like, do I want to eat Link or not? Do I want to eat Link or not?
More of a case of that guy has a sword. Maybe I should.
Yeah, it's like, you know how like in the cartoons, like they have like the characters like on one shoulder is like a devil version of him, the other is like an angel.
I decided to stream ZC mostly because of the 3rd and 4th quest. Really, I kind of decided to do that because it feels like I should have done this a long time ago. The fact that I hadn't kind of amazes me.
Well, I mean, I've always been the one to say, do what makes you feel comfortable. You know, I mean, if you're like, hey Adam, what should I play next? You know what my answer is going to be. Just do whatever you feel like.
Oh jeez. Four-headed Gleeok and a bit of tight confines too.
Oh dear.
This is kind of a unique room for this.
Yeah, this is something for sure.
Surprised I didn't get hit more there.
Yeah, and staying calm definitely helps.
Yeah, well, I realized by the time he was down to like 2 heads, I realized if it came down to it, I could just tank it.
Yeah, like I said, you had plenty of room to make mistakes.
Yukel's, this is 4th. I did the 3rd quest on my last stream, which was more of a thing that this is turning out to be so far. Thank goodness.
I feel like this is kind of like overall easier until that one dungeon.
I'm not sure which one you're referring to, but I'm sure I'll get there. I'll know what you mean eventually. Good.
Yeah, that's about as much as I'm gonna say about it. I want to try to keep this as spoiler surprise free as possible.
Let's see. Is there any other stuff I can get right now with the whistle? Not any heart containers, at least. The last one I need the raft for, because it's at Vanilla 4.
And you can get your magical sword.
Yep.
That's so weird, though. It's like, when I'm sitting at my monitor, my fans sound so loud, but then I turn my head to the side to look at inside my tower, it's like quieter for some reason.
Well, since it's not too far away, I think might as well get the letter while I'm going this way.
Yeah. Oh, you were speaking about Link to the Past earlier, correct?
Yes.
Well, my father's playing it for the first time in God knows how long, and...
Yeah, you mentioned that in the Discord.
Yeah, and my kind of frustration at how, what was that character? I think, Muggsy, I think his name is?
Who are you referring to now?
They're like mafia guys, but one guy's the smaller guy who's in charge, and the other guy's this big dumb guy that takes the instructions literally. Hold on, let me get out of full screen for a second and look him up.
Oops, I was one screen too far. I know though, the small guy. My goodness, I am echoing really bad now.
Oh, Rocky and Muggsy.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. What I do, boss? What's this shop? Arrows. So I'm pretty sure I need the whistle for Enter 4 because I had just gotten it. That's the pattern that I'm seeing. No, it doesn't. I need to burn something for this one. Alright.
Well, it's weird, Melee, because you were saying to try to accommodate my instructions to take into account how he's interpreting them, right? But I tried that, and he was interpreting them the wrong way again.
Oh dear.
I was half ready to say, just give me the controller, I'll do it for you.
Thing is, I can somewhat sympathize with that because there was a time when, in another life, where my job was actually as an NPC. I worked at a place called Magic Quest, which doesn't really... If it still exists, it's been significantly downsized than what it used to be, but... Basically, it was... Long story short, it was like a real-life MMO.
Ooh, that sounds interesting. So like a real-life role-playing situation?
Yeah. And you were given a wand, which through some infrared or something or other, you could flick your wand at something and it would activate a treasure chest or something like that. So I don't know all the technical stuff, but it was a pretty neat thing for what it was. And there would actually there would be people like us strewn about, basically to more or less be NPCs / moderators. We were there to assist and to settle any issues that might take place.
Like people getting out of character and stuff, or
more like people getting out of hand.
Yeah. Like I said, ever since I joined that one Discord, I noticed, it's there's a group of people, because have you ever heard the term of getting raided?
Yeah, I've watched Proton John enough, I know what raids are. I've never experienced one myself, but... closest thing I've come to one is when someone hosted me and worth like a couple dozen people, which I don't, which I didn't. It wasn't. I don't even know how I want to phrase this. It wasn't really deemed as a raid in the moment, so I don't really consider it to be one. But
yeah, because this morning I went on the one Discord and this guy was posting a lot of he was posting like all kinds of offensive images like there's racism, sexism, anti-LGBT comments, and basically anything negative you could think of.
Goodness knows one that I'm pretty sure is a bot that I've been seeing lately on Twitch is what is she doing in this stream with some link that you wouldn't want to click if you were smart.
Actually, speaking of links you wouldn't want to click, I actually had an interesting experience the other night. I checked my email, and there was an email from, it had my mother's first and last name as the author, and the subject was just a smiley face, and all the subject body had was a link, and I'm like, yeah, this isn't my mom.
I can top that. I've gotten an email like that from myself. Supposedly.
Wow, you got an evil twin out there somewhere.
Where am I? That's where I am. Okay, compass is this way.
There's something confusing and difficult. What?
Since I got the bomb expansion, I definitely need to concern myself with money again. Since I want to try and... Where was that stupid, that bait shop again? I forget where it was. So I can't go down.
What's going on?
Dig Dogger. Lovely.
Let's see if anything is going on here.
Oh goodness, what the heck kind of room is this?
Yeah. Some viruses embed themselves. Yeah, that's definitely a thing, and the thing is, it's like I know how to avoid them. It's just like I said, I was actually laughing at the silliness of somebody trying to fool me, because it's like I knew it was a red flag. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's just... It was like, I know my mom doesn't email me, so that was the first giveaway.
Let's see...
And second of all, my mom wouldn't just send... And first of all, my mom doesn't use what do they call it, emoticons or whatever?
Yeah, emoticons, yeah.
Yeah, emoticons. She doesn't... My mom never types with emoticons, so that's another thing. I mean, I tend to, but... usually only with, people I know better.
Here's something I expected to hear myself say, a level 2 Moldorm.
If only Knuckles was here right now.
Oh, I know of a bigger one than this.
Yeah, me too, unfortunately.
I forget which one. I forget where it was now, but I do remember it. It was the boss of one dungeon or another.
And then level 9 has an even longer one.
I could have sworn it was the boss of 7 or 8 or something. It basically filled the entire room.
Yeah, level 6 I think had one as the boss. Yeah. Yeah, and shamefully it only takes that 1% of victims to make those attackers profit.
Yeah, no doubt.
Well, it's because they like I said, they take advantage of people not being, tech savvy and stuff.
Yep.
Or like I said, use emotional appeal, like you get an email from your mom saying, I'm thinking about you, and then they send you a URL. Next thing you know, Your computer is now a glorified paperweight. Yeah.
Should be the raft. Yes, it is.
Well, that's the good thing about our generation. Like, we tend to be a lot more savvy on how to avoid that kind of stuff.
Yeah, I like to think so, but never underestimate the power of human stupidity.
Yeah, that's a thing, isn't it?
And hello, Dementio, who is currently muted.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just like I said, it's hard to believe. I mean, like I said, that's the shame of it. A scammer only needs a handful of victims to be profitable.
RGB, I have no idea what that is.
Alright, I thought that for a second that stands for red, green, blue.
Yeah, that would be my first thought too.
Oh, speaking of phone scams, you know what the scam I'm getting a lot now is police fundraiser scams.
Really, of all things?
Yeah, it'll be like, oh hello, I'm so and so calling from X police station for a fundraiser. It's like, yeah, heard enough. Click. You know it.
Thank you for the ferry. Where I want to go down. Sometimes my pessimism kind of works to my advantage with some of those things. Because it's clear some of the people sending me these things clearly don't know me. It's like, this girl wants to meet you. It's like, yeah, right.
Mm-hmm. That's what was happening to me on Skype. I kept getting added by so-called girls.
Yeah.
Yeah, only thing is, I'm not really looking for somebody, so, yeah.
I mean, to be fair, no one really likes, I mean, to be fair, the concept of love is a lie.
Hello, Dementio.
Hey there.
Well, listen, yours.
To be fair, there was one phone call I got. I remember it was my senior year of high school that I thought was a trick, but turns out it wasn't. It was when me, of all people, got a call from an army recruiter.
Oh, wow.
I thought, because I especially back then, and pretty much to a similar extent now, I am not exactly in the best of shape. And so I thought, the thought of an army recruiter calling me, I thought it was one of my friends playing a joke on me. So, yeah. But I decided to humor him. I just kept listening. The more I heard, the more I realized, my goodness, this guy was legit.
Yeah, that's the thing though, it's sometimes you just get so closed that you assume everybody's a scammer and then you find out that they're not.
Yeah, the thing is, I knew, even on a serious note, I knew I probably would never have made it through boot camp, so.
I'm like, when I was in high school, by the time we were done with warm-up exercises, I was dead. I couldn't even get through warm-ups, much less whatever we had to do.
Well, my freshman year, and showing a sign of the times, I only had to take one phys ed class in high school. So I decided to get it out of the way in my freshman year, and I took weight training. My first attempt, I stress, attempt at bench press, I could barely lift the bar by itself. Which was like, what, 45 pounds, I think it was?
Okay.
And this was me at like 13, 14 years old. Not being able to barely being able to bench press 45 pounds, that's kind of disgraceful. No matter who, when you're at that age.
Physical strength's overrated.
Well, I mean, to be fair, at the end of the semester, I was able to do 105. So hey, improvement was made.
And I will say one thing though is I noticed like in the later parts of gym class, like later in the year, like when we started doing like volleyball and stuff, that's actually where I started actually excelling a bit.
Okay, so I go down and to the left, and that's where the boss is.
That feeling when you're tall as hell, but you're also weak as hell.
Yeah. My thing is
be over 6 feet tall.
Yeah.
Looming over everyone. It's beat up by everyone.
Yep. The thing is, though, I mean,
Best feeling.
well, the thing is, I'm pure mind over matter. You know, and like I said, I rely on my intelligence, not my brawn.
Alright, so Dig Dogger, I presume, and oh my, what kind of room is this?
Ooh, are you playing a CC quest?
Yep, I'm streaming 4th Quest. So you're on, you're live right now.
Yeah, I kind of figured, but I thought you were just playing Doom or something and haven't tuned in yet.
Doom 2 is done, and I haven't gotten to Final Doom yet. I decided to do stuff in between. And this is something I haven't done in forever, and I've never actually recorded myself doing, so I figured why not. So the raft was at Vanilla 4. Did they fix the whistle spots in this one?
I don't know.
The whistle, what? It's taking you to the locations?
Well, the first trip whistle took me level 5 spot, which is weird because I hadn't beaten level 5. That's close enough. This is a whole lot. There's a whole lot of door repair charges here, so I'm not gonna bother.
You know what the official end quests really need?
What?
They need Vatty in them. And we need to come up with some grand excuse to include Vatty in them. I mean, because, like, yeah, Zelda 3, which is the 2 sequels, and Zelda 3 takes place at the same timeline, and Zelda 3 is partnered with 4, so let's do a grand crossover.
Speaking of Zelda 3, my dad's playing that on the SNES Classic, and oh my god, it is just such a hilarious fail montage.
How far has he got on that?
He's in Dark Palace. Unfortunately, he hasn't been able to defeat the Helmasaur King. He just can't do it.
Well, to be fair, hammering upwards not the best thing in the world.
Because I told
it's easier once you realize that you can just use the bomb on its mask, and it's like deals damage much more quickly.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But that still assumes that he actually sits still long enough.
Yeah, it's I think it's 5 bombs. I don't know how many hammer hits, but
I think it's like
I think
12 or something.
Cause I just find the hammer like more like a bit easier for me, but that's because I'm better at dodging than my dad. My dad just face tanks everything.
Well, it's not that the whistle mechanics are hard to understand. It's just that because you can put whistle spots wherever you want. It's just a matter of I've gotten so used to them being where the dungeons are, that when they're not, they kind of throw me for a loop.
Yeah, that is something. I can say that.
5 again? That's where 5 was. Okay.
Honestly, I've never really been too interested in the antics. I might, aside from watching Let's Plays of them,
Yeah,
like it's just a lot of other websites that are generally more worth and even when you're not doing that, it's still quest development.
I think I know why I'm going where I'm going.
So, like,
It's because the Triforce is filling in a weird way.
So, did you skip it after hearing how it is?
Say what?
Did you play third quest before this, or did you skip it?
I did third quest on my last stream a couple days ago.
Ah.
It took me about 4 hours.
How long have you been going on this?
It's been almost an hour and a half now. For this quest, which is going a whole lot better, I think.
I mean, apparently the fourth quest is supposed to be easier.
Yeah, that's definitely bearing itself out.
Oh boy. And there's no whisperings in these quests.
Nope.
10 out of 10.
Of course, in vanilla, they were never a thing anyway, so...
Yeah. I mean, like, when used well, bubbles are a great mechanic. All you have to do is, like, add Isle of Rebirth or something. Popular or unpopular, but I don't know which, but I hate all the new enemies the devs added to ZC.
You talk about, like, say your Death Knights and the like?
Pretty much every enemy they added that was in the original Zelda 1. Like, one or two good ones, but... For example, the level 3 Octorok.
Oh, the Magic Octoroks, yeah.
No.
The
That's
flame
level
one?
5. Yeah, flame ones. You know, those ones that you kill and they explode into a ring of fire.
Oh yeah, those ones.
Remind me again how that's level 3. Like, the last Octoroks just simply had more health. But now they're shooting flame, and if you were too close to them when you kill them, well, it sucks to be you. You just took 2 hours of damage.
And the thing is, though, I usually find myself, like, I think what I do when I do fire Octoroks is I remove away that fire explosion on death, or I nerf it from 16 down to 8 damage.
I recall one thing I did, like, once was making kind of bullcrap a 6th quest. managed to get like one dungeon done, but wasn't able to finish it due to a lack of time. But it was kind of cool. Like it had like random rooms you'd walk into, and like on the Overworld, instead I have replaced a good portion of all the pay me rupees rooms, like the door repairs. There were only like 3 of them after I was done, because I had replaced them with these rooms where you would walk into them, and there'd be a fire in the middle of the room instead of the old man. It would like enjoy occurs, and then it would turn you into some random stuff. Like it would either turn you into a cell, or one of the mini patra, or like a mini Mentis, or an Octorok. Turn you into a bunch of weird stuff. Like what it turned you into was mostly cosmetic, because like in terms of differences, because like all of them would prevent you from using your sword, and would remove your like rings and shields for the duration. So like you'd be unable to use your shield, and just have like essentially the green tunic for the complete duration, and be used both on both items. And the effect would last until either you drank a potion, or you got into fairy and got healed by it, or got hit by a blue bubble.
As far as like new enemies are concerned, I think I've been on record. Probably some of the worst ones, in my opinion, are the Patra 2s and 3s.
In my opinion, the worst ones are the Fire Gleox. Like, at least with the Patra 2s and 3s, they put some end boss enemies and can actually be pretty interesting to fight. Like, at least fun fight, in a way.
I would disagree on that, but that's me.
Like, I mean, they're funner to fight than the Fire Gleox, is what I mean. Fire Gleox, on the other hand, are just pretty much tanks control. Whereas you can avoid a Patra 3 or a Patra 2, you can't really avoid a Fire Gleox. And it's like a truck, and every single enemy that was added to the game either focused around tanking with the gold tunic, or just or spamming the fire boomerang. And it's like, how is that interesting?
The question in chat: Who made this? Who made this again? Wasn't it? It said it was a tie in the contest. Who was it again?
Oh, I said that earlier.
Yeah, someone in chat was asking. Who was it again? I forget what.
I know the Overworld. The Overworld layout was made by who was it?
Hero of Fire and Quest Wizard 88's Dungeons.
Oh god, Quest Wizard.
Oh Jesus,
Wasn't
150.
Wasn't Quest Wizard?
I'm gonna have to money grind after this one.
From what I remember, like the original third quest was actually pretty decent in terms of difficulty. Like it was made by Alpha Dog, but it wasn't too hard. And then Quest was.
Yeah, and then Quest was. It had its moments though.
I'm saying it wasn't too hard at the time. And then Quest Wizard like a judge for that contest, and like right after it won, he went in Quest and edited it to be harder, like BS levels of hard, because it wasn't hard enough. So Quest Wizard was the real reason why third quest was a bit garbage.
Fire Boomerang is in CC, but it's not in this quest.
Yeah, Fire Boomerang, honestly, I think a lot of the new additions in CC are kind of garbage. Like, you know what they could have used more? Instead of adding a gold tunic, they could have had, say, I don't know, a bronze tunic or something? Purple tunic? Like a step in between the blue tunic and the red tunic.
There was at least one quest that did that. I forget what it was, though.
ILB actually did that. So it called the intermediate tunic the red tunic, and they called it the red tunic gold tunic. Like, that's one reason why I like ILB, but it actually went out of its way to balance the tunics. Because, let's be honest, anything more than dividing by 4, like, dividing by 4 should be in-game. Anything more than that, and you're just completely destroying the difficulty of your quest, and you have to make bullcrap enemies compensate for it.
Yeah, I think I was talking to Eddie in DM, and I told him, like, I feel like if you have to put a gold ring in, I think that's a sign that you should better balance your enemies, because I personally won't go beyond the red ring.
Oh, can I? Woof, made it.
Oh, nice. Oh god, 10 bubbles.
I mean, to be fair, I'm not very good at difficulty balance at all, because, like, I'm myself a great CC player, but I'm decent enough to the point where a lot of most people consider hard like of moderate difficulty to me.
Yeah, it's unless you have sufficient play testing, it's really hard for difficulty balancing, just because you're mostly basing it off of your own experience and what you deem to be easy or hard.
Well, and
like,
also,
I mean, I play tested. I was one of the play testers for the Brazen of Hyrule sequel.
The what sequel?
Brazen of Hyrule. You know that really hard Zelda quest? It got a sequel.
yeah, Insanity's Extreme.
Yeah, well, not really a sequel, more of like an outer remake. To be honest, I prefer Liberation of Hyrule in terms of Overworld. Because, like, the Overworld in some of these Insanity's Extreme is kind of empty. While in the Liberation, I can't believe anyone actually complained about that. Because apparently people complain about the overworld being bland. I thought the overworld in the original was pretty good. It's fun to explore. That to me is one of the real reasons why I like certain sound quests. Because sometimes they like some challenge quests. How do you put this? They have like really good exploration. Also, one thing I've heard about the 4th quest is that it's more linear than most quests.
Which, yeah, I'm definitely seeing that now, but I'm also not seeing that as really a bad thing, per se.
I don't see it as a bad thing, like, it's a nice change of pace.
Yeah, it's like, game mechanics aren't really inherently good or bad in my mind. It's all in how you use them.
Except Firegliok. Firegliok is just bad.
Oh god, I think I remember Moosh actually talking to me once, and he said like it's like one of the do not use enemies.
Oh, I remember when I made a Paul. That was despite someone who thought fire cleox were good.
Well, hey, I've been in dungeons that had the first one that comes to mind is the 12 Palaces. That the final dungeon had a stack of 10 of them.
Honestly, the only way I could see fire cleox being used in a good way is either you have to dodge them and you're not supposed to kill them, or you're supposed to, or like you're invincible and it has some of your power. Like, say if you
Oh my!
if you just got
okay. Not what I was
super mobile.
expecting for a boss.
Oh, neat.
yeah,
I think the thing is, it's actually so fast that that's actually its weakness, because it's so easy that it accidentally runs into your sword.
well, the boss.
It was
seems like I
Superman
missed it.
handler.
Oh boy. Oh boy. Speaking of enemies that should never have been added.
Just from Resurrection of Hyrule, all the different varieties of manhandlers that quest had. Oy. That was that was some overkill right there.
Oh God.
If you really think about all the new enemies you get added, like, think about them each individual, you come to realize that all the new enemies that weren't in the original Zelda 1, all the new enemies that the CC devs added are kind of bad.
Yeah, I'd agree.
Yeah. You have the obvious ones, like the Death Knights, the Cactunox, the Fairgleox, the...
What about Lever 3s? Because those are really
Lever
bad.
3s.
Oh yeah, I really don't like those.
They're
All
way
of-
way too fast.
Definitely. Those are the obvious ones alone. Like, the obvious ones like the Patra 3s, the Patra 2. I mean, Patra 2s though, but they're still kind of eh. But then you have, like... But if you look further... For example, you have the level 3 and 4 Ogdoroks. They're not good. They're not fun enemies, to say the least.
Was this where the bait shop was? I forget now. No.
Like, they have too many tortoises and...
Oh right,
made
it was
with
over
them.
here. Okay, which
And then you have stuff like the wind robes and the flame robes. The flame robes, I just have to ask why. Who thought having an enemy that fires randomly in an area around it that can be predicted was a good idea? And then, almost ironically, the wind robes are probably the best enemy they added. And you can see that's saying much.
Yeah, I think my whole problem personally is like you were saying about enemy balance, right?
Yeah, like it's like stuff like Batman, stuff like level 3 and 4 Octoroks, the level 3 Stalfos.
Yeah, it's
The
just
level 3 Goria. Oh my
just-
god.
yeah.
It's just like, in my opinion, I think I worry too much about balancing, and I feel like I end up hurting like my quests because I think now, in my opinion, I make them too easy because I feel like I'm trying to accommodate for people who aren't as good.
And to be
No,
fair, the enemies are there
The
by
problem
default
is,
in
like-
Z-Quest, but you can still modify them afterwards, so you can make them more reasonable if you so choose. It's just that most quest creators tend to leave them as is.
Yeah, that's
No, but that option didn't come into play until 2.5. And had all these stable enemies with no way to edit them.
Ah, fair enough. I guess I want to say I first came in when it was at 210, so. And I never really got that much into actual quest creators, so I never really noticed that aspect of the enemy
I think
editor
I
or lack
remember-
thereof.
I think I remember you first, your first play that had custom features. What was it, the Journey of Link or something?
The first quest I did was 12 Palaces.
No, I mean the first quest you did that showed off some of 2.5's custom features, like scripting. Like that was Journey of Link.
Was that? Well, I know I did You Only Live Once. I think that one came before that, but I don't know what version that was for.
Oh yeah, that might be. Oh yeah, no, the Journey of Link was after that. Yeah. But yeah, I remember you being like really proud and amazed at it.
Well, Twitch thinks I'm playing Mega Man 6 is because apparently it doesn't know that Zelda Classic exists, and Mega Man 6 was the last thing I did before. Moving to ZC.
At least it's not Mega Man X6.
Which I've never played X6. I don't. Was that PlayStation? I forget.
I can't remember either. I just know heard that it's a bad game. To be fair,
that's where level
only
6
really
is.
played.
Right,
I've only really played a bit of the original X, like X1. It's the only Mega Man game I've played. Really. And don't get me started on Final Fantasy. I haven't played a single one of those. And most of what I know about a lot of series just come from looking stuff up and hearing about it from other people.
Hello, level 6. Okay.
I'm getting level 6 under an Amos. You're very behind a bit on my end.
Well, yeah, stream lag will always be a thing.
Mega Man Legends 3.
Well, thing is, you comment on me doing ZC. LPing ZC is pretty much the primary reason why my channel has gotten as big as it has. It was the main thing that kickstarted my that really probably gave the biggest kick to my popularity, such as it is.
I mean, did it have like 1,000 people online at once? Like on December, like Christmas 4 days after 2.5 came out.
Say what?
Because it had like 1,000 people online according to the site. 4 days after 2.5 came out officially. Like on December 25th, 2012, I believe. According to the stats, there were 1,000 people on that time. That might be a reason why.
That was a Moldor 3, wasn't there?
It's not a patent to me.
The thing is, we still have the Moldorm 4s that to look forward to, or at least one of them.
Oh boy.
I keep forgetting.
Oh.
I know it's around here somewhere. I just forget where it is. All I remember, I think it was teal colored, and it filled up pretty much the entire room.
These are some good enemies that were added. Also, wow, nearly everyone has a monster shooting statue, doesn't it?
A lot of rooms do. Oh, this. Level 3 ropes. This is new.
They look like level 2s on my end. Well, maybe that's just because they're behind.
No, like the flashing ones were level 2s, the blue ones are level 3s.
Huh.
Because, like, the flashing ones, those are from the second quest and were beefier than the first quest ones. I'm just one-shotting them because I've got the magical sword already.
Oh, yeah, I'm seeing them now. The room where the only door in it is on the north side. Yes?
I'll bomb this way first. And you will need more food. Thank you, game, and thank you for the potion for free. You always gotta worry when a game is giving you a potion for free. Because it's telling you you're going to need this. Okay. Stronger gorillas. Definitely don't remember these guys. Oh wait, the blocks to push up and usually been over here. Haha. Hello, ladder. Now to head through the staircase. Oh yay, ropes that can just knock me right back into the staircase. Fairy. I have to go this way. Because I need a key. And that was a key.
Dale bring food?
Yes, I money grinded for the enemy bait because I knew I'd need it for this one.
You know the real.
Because I have this whole quest mapped out from back when I played it, however many years ago it was. So I already know where all the dungeons are. I know how the things are laid out. It's just a matter of execution at this point because I don't remember what each room actually has like for enemies and such. This way. Over here. We have it. Oh. Stronger Stalfos as well. Not the most useful thing, but it's there, so might as well. And there's a pass-through wall here where I can get the map. But now it looks like I'm gonna have to play shooting gallery. Or they can just run into my fire. That works too. Does this take longer? Yes, but arrows are technically a finite resource. And if they're just gonna run into the fire, sure, why not? One left. Bear in mind, I have finished Resurrection of Hyrule recently. There's some trolling in that one at the end. I'm not gonna go into specifics for those who don't know, so, but...
I guess hitting that would make sense.
Say what?
Oh, I tried clicking on my name in the general to unmute myself. Kind of had a moment.
We all have moments. Those who claim they haven't are lying.
Oh, like I said, I mean, you know, I'm a lot wiser than I used to be. You know it. Because, like I said, you figure there's two very powerful magicians in my family, Melee. Myself and my older brother.
Nope, don't want to go down, because that's a one-way trip back to where I got the red candle. And has spike traps in with a very interesting block configuration. Oh, this is a bad idea, but I made it through anyway. Okay, I see where I'm going.
Alright, see ya. Alright. Yeah, those background colored Gryas or something, aren't they?
Yeah. Another level 2 Moldorm. I don't know if you were around for it, but we saw a level 3 Moldorm earlier.
Yeah, I was watching. I just, like I said, something came up and I had to mute because I didn't want anybody to... I just didn't want anybody to, you know...
Going right is a bomb, but it's also one way, so I'm good on bombs right now. this way. Oh boy. I really need to watch my health right about now. These Stalfos aren't really dropping much. Although the game did give me a red potion for free, so... Thank you for luck. Thank you for at least a little bit of health. And I have to fall through that way. And I have to go through this thing. And after everything we've seen, we're getting red Dryas for some reason. Oh boy. Use it. Use it now. I didn't have to pay for it, so whatever.
Yeah. I wish that's one thing they wouldn't have kept in, though, the slow heart refilling.
Well, they wanted to keep things to vanilla, so
Right.
Alright, one more room before the boss. So what is... Wallmasters! Haven't seen you in a while. Okay, what's the boss in this place? Oh, hello! Level 4 Moldurm!
Oh, goodness.
Oh, goodness indeed, but... This
That's
is where
probably
having
what
the red candle works very well.
Yeah,
So I can do lots of long-term damage, while I can focus on not getting hit by the statue.
Yeah, especially if it clumps up like that.
Though the downside is that it's only doing sword damage.
But you're hitting more parts at a time, and you can kind of keep your distance, which, given this thing does a full heart of damage, that's a good thing.
So once segments start to die, they'll be dying real quick.
Yeah, it's because...
Like, right about now. So I do have to be careful because I'm at heart and a half. But...
Yeah, you gotta get that potion, Wait, do you still have one?
Yeah, I still have one.
Ooh, this is gonna be a close one.
It's down to one segment, I'm not that worried. And of course it just runs right into my candle.
I guess they gave up on life.
I guess.
It's
The
like,
thing is that that's not even the biggest land. That's not even the Moldrum that I was most concerned about. I'm convinced that I believe that there's another even bigger one than that one later on.
yeah, and there's 12 statues. Yeah, in level 9.
Oh, it was at level 9. I
Yeah.
thought it was a bit sooner than that. But, where was level 7 again? That's where level 7 is. It's right near Vanilla 2, and I didn't really need to. Thankfully, I won't have to worry about saving up for bait again, if I'm looking at my map correctly. So I can just concern myself with buying potions if need be. There we go. Hello, level 7. And we got Dark Nuts, so I already have an idea of what kind of dungeon this is going to be.
Yeah.
Let's see, go ahead and grab the key out of here.
Like, what do you call that? Like, do you call that, like, white or gray? Like, light gray? For level 7?
I could go either or.
Oh, because it was weird, because... And I know it's going to sound really silly, but I bought a new pair of sneakers yesterday, and I'm like, Dad, what would you consider this color? Like, because it's like light gray with, like, black and navy. Like, Dad was saying it's like steel gray, and somebody else was telling me it's battleship gray. You know?
Which I probably wouldn't be able to tell the difference between those, unless they were like literally side by side or something.
Should've... Hold on, I think here we go. I found it. Copy link, well, I mean, obviously you don't have, obviously you're busy right now, but I posted a...
Why did I break out my candle? Why was I so convinced that it was a dark room that I just kept the candle out and used it?
Yeah, I posted a picture of the what they look like in Discord. Then.
Yeah, I see the edge of the picture from where I'm have my windows positioned.
Yeah, man.
I wouldn't know Battleship Gray from whatever kind of grays are out there, but.
All I know is I like the color.
Yeah, just from what little I can see, yeah, it looks nice.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, they're really lightweight too. Cause I remember when I was picking them up to put them on, they were like really lightweight. I was surprised.
Let's see where.
I'll tell you what, they fit like a glove too. Yeah, I'm actually, I told the sales associate, I think from now on, New Balance is my go-to brand.
Okay. Blue Darknut room that had a leader in it somehow, for some reason.
Oh, cool.
That was unexpected.
That's not, you know, that's, speaking of which, you notice hardly any quests seem to use the ringleader. Like, have you ever noticed that?
Yeah, now that you mention it, yeah, it's not really used very much, is it? Ah, okay. There is also the book in this dungeon. As I mentioned during the last stream, I really don't feel like going after it.
Yeah, the book does more harm than good.
Yeah.
Unless the book... Because in Zelda Classic, you can actually make the book not generate fire, and you can actually make it so that the book increases the wand's magic damage.
The randomizer goes even beyond that. There's an option to make the book basically replace candle fire with bombs.
Oh, I like that.
It's really overpowered, and that particular flag is not used during the tournament for obvious reasons.
Right.
But it's there for those who want to make combat, like, trivial. Well, in level 7, there was the wand and the book, which I'm not getting. Level 8 has the silver arrows and the magical boomerang. 9 has the magical key and the red ring.
And a really nasty gimmick in 9.
Yeah, looking at the map, there's definitely a lot to it.
I mean, I'm not going to spoil it for obvious reasons.
Well, just looking at the map, it's just big, from what I can see, whatever gimmicks aside.
Well, in that, in like the third quest, it actually uses all 64 map spaces, doesn't it?
It looks that way, yeah. Or close to it, at least.
Huh. I'd say it, but to respect Melee, I'm not going to be disclosing it.
Well, one thing I do notice on my map that the number of passageways, I have them numbered on my map. It goes up to 10.
Ooh, dear.
Thing is, there's also a couple spots that I actually don't have filled in. Because apparently at that point I just felt like, screw it, I mapped the way to the boss. Yeah. I have to go this way.
We were talking about all the things looking like enemies. I'm trying to think what this looks like.
Yeah, this is the one where I'm not sure of.
Actually, maybe an upside down Zol.
Maybe, I can see that. I can see that.
Because I always thought that this looked like a diamond.
Or some other gem, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez. Level 3 Moldorm, and I don't know what kind of room this is. Well, thankfully the ice isn't reducing my walking speed. That's a blessing.
So it's purely aesthetic.
Well, the pits are still there.
Well, right.
They do as they normally do.
Yeah, make it easier for them to hit you.
Or just impeding my maneuverability.
Yeah, and of course you're playing dodgeball with the statues.
Yep.
That's weird though that Moldorm behaves like that. Like, you have to deplete the sum of their hit points before segments start breaking off. You know actually what would be neat based on a boss in this one game I played? Like, if you destroy, say, like a middle segment of the Moldorm, it would break off into 2 smaller Moldorms. Like,
and then you get knocked into a pit and have to start over.
Oh god, no. No, it's in response to a boss in... Have you ever heard of the game Terraria?
Heard of it, yes. Played it, no.
Oh, because basically it's kind of like the Eater of Worlds boss. It's a giant worm that if you split it down the middle, it'll actually become 2 smaller ones. And if you're not careful, then you're going to have a whole bunch of miniature Eater of Worlds attacking you.
To the right, there was another potion, a free potion, but I've already got one, and I'm going to save that one for later if I need it. Just so I'm not wasting the second one.
Right, that makes sense.
Goodness knows I'm gonna have to backtrack anyway. So if I use the potion on the way to the next key,
that's odd.
I'll have a potion refill waiting for me. Although Dark Nuts really aren't that bad, typically, as long as... I like to think I'm pretty good at dodging them, though the third quest kind of put that to the test.
Yeah, I know. Oh, not to mention, level 8, you have to go, what, half the dungeon with a mandatory no sword?
Oh, yeah. 9 had a part of that, too.
Unless you're willing to waste the potion.
Yeah.
Or unless you need the potion out of necessity.
Well, yeah, there's that too.
Yeah, but it's like, because I know level 9, Yeah, I think every dungeon from level 6 on has, like, mandatory swordless segments, don't they?
I seem to have already forgotten most of that. I wonder why.
Because I know level 7 they force you to fight the Gleeok with the wand.
Which really isn't that bad, because fighting Gleeok with the white sword really isn't that bad to begin with.
Yeah, I mean... Well, also, you were saying about the Dark Nuts. Like, the thing is, they're a lot more aggressive, so they're a lot more predictable in ZC than they are on... Because the original NES, they're almost, at least from what I'm seeing, completely random.
They do have some homing, but not as much as ZC does.
Right, because I noticed in ZC, like, even the red ones are extremely aggressive. But also, I don't know if it's just me, but that's, you know, that little sideways sword trick?
Yeah.
That doesn't seem to work consistently on the NES.
Remember, I did do a, well, maybe I'm not remembering that well, but I think it does work at least to some extent. Did I get the key from here? Yes, I did.
Yeah, that Dark Nut delivered it to you.
Yeah, one of the enemies had it, I guess.
Yeah, he's like,
there was another hidden room with money in it, but I think I'm fine for money at the moment. So, since I don't need to buy more bait. Do I want to pick up this potion? Yeah, I might as well. I'm probably not going to be coming back here anyway, so... Oh! It's a potion shop. Huh. Which I can't actually activate because I still have a potion! And I'm echoing on your end again.
Oh, shoot, sorry.
Actually, I forgot there was the boss keys down this! Wait, dang it. Enemies respawn. One other thing that's different in ZC compared to the original is the drop rates.
Yeah, because the NES, like, they have that 10 count rule or whatever.
Yeah, and with ZC it's just a flat percentage, I believe. So I do have to bump that. And I want to say that the enemy bait is also a bit less consistent in how effective it is in the original NES. But I'd have to test that out to see. Because like with Gorillaz and Moblins, they'll just make a beeline for it, but I don't think it works quite that well with the original.
Yeah, it could be. I mean, like I said, CC isn't 100% perfect on the emulation front.
Which I'm not sure if it was ever really meant to be.
Well, like you know, on the NES version, like when enemies like pause before firing, like if you hit them while they're doing that, it negates their attack completely on the NES.
Yeah, but in the Lionels, yeah, I remember that being said by a commentator once.
And then in ZC, all it does is delay their firing.
Yeah, I can definitely see how ZC would throw off one of these high-end runners of Z1, and vice versa too.
Yeah, because I don't think I could play the NES version as well anymore after being used to ZC.
Which kind of helps you appreciate when you're seeing there's not only the Zelda 1 randomizer tournament going on, there's a vanilla 80% no up A tournament going on right now as well.
Wait, any percent? No, up A warping?
Yeah.
Yeah, I never liked up A warping, especially because you only continue with 3 hearts.
Well, it's how much have we come to rely on F6 and CC? It's the same thing. And hello,
Yeah, but-
Ozma.
Hello.
Hey there. Yeah, but thing is, in ZC, most quests continue you at full life.
Not all. That's something that's done at the quest creator's discretion.
Right, but I noticed most quests seem to do that.
Because it's nicer than the alternative.
Right.
Ooh, dark nuts.
Yeah, aside from, I kind of like how IOR handled it, though, where F6ing didn't refill your life, but if you died, you got full life back.
Really? I don't remember
Yeah,
that.
because in IOR, like I said, if you F6, you'll go back to the exact number of hearts you had prior to F6ing.
Oh. It's been so long, I don't even remember that anymore.
Yeah, I don't blame you.
I really need to try and get back to making attempts at Tartarus again. I mean, you saw I still have the save file for it.
Yeah.
The fact that I still have that means I haven't officially given up on it, but goodness knows I haven't even made any attempts on it since that one time I streamed it, however long ago it was.
I
yeah.
don't blame you.
Melee, you made me have the urge to finish this randomized run.
Say what?
Oh, I'm doing the randomized run of Zelda. A Link to the Past, and you may want to finish it.
What? A legitimate six-headed huh?
Yeah.
Oh god. That's scary.
Yeah,
Color on that thing too.
yeah, it gives it like the image of like an ice Gleeok.
Yeah. Which, given that there was ice in this dungeon and kind of the color scheme of it, that does make sense. That's a neat little touch.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now, what was that doing on this run?
You know what? Let's see. Wasn't there a potion shop close by? Define loose definition of close by, but it's there. Okay. Another case of loose irony, in that the cave that we get the letter in the first quest has a potion shop here.
Dang it, I died by boulders.
There we go. Had to waste a potion, but now I warp over to Vanilla 6, because that's the closest one to where I need to be. Or... this is fine too. Just have to go through Lost Woods. That won't take long.
Lost Wood never takes too long.
Also, the other day, I actually hit a new record. I had 18 people online.
Nice.
For what?
Number of people I had online on Discord at once.
Ah.
Yeah, because a couple months ago, I think my record stood at like 8 people.
Well, what does this information say? So we're gonna have the dongos in here, alright? Free bombs!
Yeah, did Dongo dislike smoke? Yeah, you kinda knew that.
Yeah.
Well, to be fair, in this quest, we hadn't really seen the Dongos very much in this quest up to now.
Oh, yeah, that's right. But still, if you're playing the 4th quest, you probably have pretty intimate knowledge of the game.
Come here, buddy. Tap tight. God dang it. Come here, fairy.
That's another thing I don't see in ZC often. Enemies actually physically carrying items.
Probably because for the most part you can just touch them and collect whatever they have.
Yeah, unless you set it so that you can't see which enemy holds the item.
That true enough.
Yeah, but I don't do it because I prefer to just have it drop from the ceiling or just instantly spawn.
Yeah.
I'll go ahead and grab the money. Even though I don't need it, really, it's not a bad thing to have.
It's not.
Tanking my way through blue dark nuts for fun and profits. Let's see, what way? I'd want to go left first. Because it has stuff.
That was scary. I should have died.
Got something up here.
No.
Oh god, Irene just made a joke about remember the youngster who says, "Hi, I like shorts, they're easy and comfy to wear"?
Yeah, Pokemon, yeah.
Yeah, she just made a joke about that.
Yeah, one thing that I've been hearing a lot, when at least listening to these Zelda 1 races, it's always, people always have an opinion on the boomerang. On which one they prefer, if they prefer to use any at all.
What are your thoughts on the boomerang?
Any boomerang is good in my mind.
I admit I prefer the magic boomerang. I mean, I can understand why people, like, I know, you know, Epi? Electrometer Prime?
Yeah.
Well, like, he hates the magic boomerang because, you know, if you miss, then you're kind of defenseless.
Yeah.
I mean, and I can understand that, but, I mean, I personally like the magic boomerang, but that's just me. But like I said, I can understand why people don't like it.
I've come to really like the fire boomerang, just because of all the stuff that it can stun.
Yeah, honestly, I think with me and a magic boomerang, I'd rather have it just be like, basically a throwing mirror shield. You know,
It kind of is.
Because I think Promised Lands used the magical boomerang like that.
I mean, like, the fire boomerang, I believe, tends to act that way, though.
Yeah, you can also set the, it depends on, because on the boomerang you can set, like, block and reflect flags.
Yeah.
Hold on. In there, Dad.
Okay, so
Mhm.
plus key is this way.
Yeah, sorry my room's so messy.
Holy cow, that's a lot.
Oi.
Dongo rave party, woo!
Yeah, that could use without a couple more.
Feed them!
Alright, thanks, Dad.
They're explosive treats.
Can you handle the spiciness? I can handle the spiciness, but you cannot. And I'm noticing now that there's kind of a long, winding path through this dungeon.
That's the weird thing. I noticed also, like, the Dodongo smoke interaction seems to be a little different, too, because, like, I noticed, like, it's like you lay a bomb, as soon as it eats it, you immediately lay another one, where I wait till, like, it puffs up before laying the second one.
Poor
Like-
boys. The one enemy I hate the
Well,
most.
the thing is, I think even back in the original NES, I think that was the timing that I had figured out for that.
The NES, yeah. Thanks, Ed. Don't forget to get the door when you leave. Don't forget to close the door when you leave. Alright.
Well, I'll be going to go fight Dragon Lord now.
Alright, sorry
Alrighty.
about that. Alright, good luck.
Oh, hello. We meet again.
Oh,
You did not last as long this time.
Oh, I'm already like over level 23. At level 25.
Oh yeah, you got this.
Yeah, I'm just grinding right now. Cause I can.
Yeah, because you're level 25, he has no chance.
No, I'm level 26 actually.
Oh, 26. Oh yeah, he has no chance.
Yeah, I've had my own experiences with the Dragon Warrior randomizer in recent times, particularly with Chaos Mode.
Oh yeah, that's fun.
But the thing is, the last 2 or 3 seeds I've tried was like, I couldn't get anywhere.
Oh yeah.
Because it's designed such that there's going to be one enemy that's got low attack and has at most 5 HP. Thing is, there's and at least one of the seeds, their agility was so high that it was really hard to actually get a hit in.
Because they almost always ambushed.
There's that too. And one seed in particular, even at level 1, their attack power was so low, they were running from me. At level 1.
Oh.
Because at least on that seed, my base attack was a 10.
Oh yeah.
And that was, and I actually tried a couple different names. 10 was the low number.
Wow.
The high number was a 12. And at some point later on, I figured out, did a bit of digging, and I found like the hex codes for enemies' strength and agility and such. That particular enemy had an attack of 4.
Ouch.
And so if your attack is double theirs, that's when the run chance comes in, which I believe is a 25% chance every round.
Yeah.
Yeah. But like I said, I mean, and Melee and I talked about this, but I actually have a text file where I listed the attack powers of all the enemies and how much damage they deal once your defense is equal to or greater than their attack power.
Ooh, that's nice.
Yeah, it's yeah, that's definitely something I tend to do. I have like countless text documents of just like video game information.
The shit I'm doing right now, there's no town near the castle.
Oh, that's always fun.
Oh dear.
And around the castle is Stone Man.
Are you in chaos mode, or are you having vanilla stats on enemies?
It's still vanilla stats, but still, I can't do that.
Yeah, stone men are what they normally are.
Yeah, but I have no weapon.
Yeah.
I punch things to death.
Yeah, it's like, yeah, you'd probably say like you attack and thou hast broken thy hand.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Although I've seen Dragon Warrior randomizer races, they've come to refer to they have nicknames for a couple different enemies. They have the Armor Knight. The Armor Knight is the AK-47.
The dragons are the fun police.
No, the red dragons are the fun police. It's not just the green or blue. It's the reds. Because if you find them out in the overworld, oh boy, you are screwed. Because I believe they are some of the hardest ones to run from.
Yeah. Oh, I got a seed I want to show y'all guys. It's a dead seed. But man is it torture.
Yeah, like I said, it's just, I can't believe, like I said, I actually sat down, spent a couple hours actually typing out, like I said, a full-on leveling guide for the original Dragon Warrior.
Oh, wait, did you get that on the forum?
And the thing is, there is actually a Chaos Mode Dragon Warrior tournament that's looking to be starting within this month sometime. And I was considering throwing my hat in the ring, but after the last couple seeds that I tried, it's like, no, I'm not putting myself through this.
Oh, it's fun.
Anyway, as you were saying.
Oh, I have a dead seed I want to show y'all guys. And did you make it on the forum on GameFAQs? That old site.
Yeah, I tend to use that site for if I need help with certain things.
Yeah.
I tend to use that more often than some of the others like IGN or GameSpot or something. It seems like the site seems easier to navigate if nothing else.
Well, time to murder a fun police.
Yeah, because with me and my guide that I wrote, I actually referenced H.C. Bailey's LP for most of my information.
I feel like I've been considering F6ing as a shortcut, but that would bring me back to 3 hearts, and I don't really want to do that.
Yeah, it's not worth it.
Oh yeah, speaking of that one seed I'm currently working on, there is a town, but between me and the town, it's a lake of pain. Of the poison.
Oh,
the swamp.
Oh, the swamp, yeah.
Yeah. It's a giant lake of it.
Oh dear.
There is a mode in there is a mode that just, I want to say it makes a very large percentage of the world swamps. I forget what I want to say 90%, but I don't think I'm not sure if that's right or not. Don't quote me.
But luckily, I had the best healing spell in the game.
Ah, yes, heal more.
Problem is, most of the things around me kill me.
Yep.
Because there's a strong man.
Yeah, when you're encountering stone men at early levels, you're in for a rough time.
Oh, that dead seed? I was finding nothing but Dragon Lord castle enemies all around my castle. With no town. Whoop, 2 more levels to go.
Oh, you're actually grinding to 30?
Yeah. I was almost there anyways.
Oh, neat. Correct me if I'm wrong, doesn't the king actually give alternate dialogue if you get to 30?
Yep, he basically asks you why you haven't gone to kill the Dragon Lord yet.
Actually, it's funny because I think the Game Boy Color, or the Game Boy version of the game, he just tells you you're strong enough.
It's a Game Boy Color version of the game.
Oh, I always called it the Game Boy because I remember actually playing it on a Game Boy Pocket and it ran.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember back when Dragon Warrior Monsters, I used to run that on Game Boy Pocket because that was all I had back then. It worked.
Yeah, and I also played it on Super Game Boy too. I never got to play Dragon Warrior Monsters though. My cousin had it.
I remember I bought that game when I was actually on a class chorus trip. So we were out on the road. We had stopped in a mall, and I want to say this kind of definitely dates it. I want to say I went to a KB Toys, which definitely shows how long ago this was. And I just happened to see it in the store one day. It was pretty much an impulse buy.
Yeah.
I don't regret it one bit.
I had to find mine in Walmart. That and 2.
I never did see 2 in stores, but
Yeah, me and my brother, we found them both in Walmart. But it was only Tara's Adventure in Walmart.
yeah.
Well, I'm at max level.
Nice.
Thing is, I ended up having a really long project in Dragon Warrior Monsters. It was breeding Dark Dream.
Oh.
Which, for anyone who's done that before, knows that it's not a short process.
No, it's not.
And thing is, I took the long way in doing it, because I actually leveled up every monster I had along the way.
Oh dear.
Mostly because, if I was going to have Dark Dream, that thing was going to have max stats. I didn't want any excuse for that thing not to have max stats.
Wait, Dark Dream, isn't that from Dragon Quest VI?
I believe so.
Yeah,
thing is, Dragon Warrior Monsters has references all the way up through 6.
Yeah, I remember seeing that.
Wait, you're not gonna let me? You're not gonna let me save? Curse you, Cage! Curse you!
Really?
Yeah, he's not letting me save.
Huh.
Well, time to die.
Let's say there's always save states.
Yeah. Oh, I'm playing Dragon Warrior 1 and 2 on the SNES.
Oh, never mind.
No, it's Japanese. I'm using an emulator. I
Okay.
ain't playing it legit on a legit console.
Hmm.
Cause I couldn't read it then. Well, time to go to my favorite old man in this whole game. The one that gives you free MP.
Ah, yes. I like that guy. Once I realized what he did, I
He's the true
don't remember
hero.
how long it took me to realize he did that.
Just like when I first played Mario RPG, like Melee. Do you remember the move Shredder?
I don't remember that one. No.
It's only the final boss and the super boss use it. But what it does, as a kid, I thought it did nothing, but I didn't realize what it does is if you have an attack or a defense up, it clears it. So it's like a dispel effect.
Or in Dragon Quest, a disruptional wave.
Oh god, don't even start me on
The
that.
icy wave or something from D3 or something.
Yeah, it's called Disruptive Wave now. Yeah, because actually, did I tell you my favorite final boss in any NES game is the Necrosaro fight from Dragon Warrior 4?
I never got that far.
Oh my god, it is the best final battle I've seen on an 8-bit console.
Oh, that guy's fun.
I haven't touched that game in a long time. I do remember getting at least to chapter 5, but I forget how far I got beyond that.
Yeah, I gotta say, because I first played 4 when I first discovered emulation, and I have to say I really loved it.
Well, you can't give me any EXP. So leave me alone. Else I'm murder you.
Another Sunburn Aquamentus.
Yep. But now that I have silver arrows, it's a cakewalk.
Yeah.
Now it's just a plain burnt Aquamentus.
I could have gone down for money, but what do I care for money at this point?
Yeah.
That's one thing I noticed. Like, I noticed a lot of games have that problem. Like, early on, you're struggling for money, and then late game, you have nothing to spend your money on.
Yeah.
What was that? Sorry.
Right now I have like 37k of money, and I have nothing to use it on.
Well, once you have all the gear, you really don't have anything to spend it on.
I mean, the thing is, and the Flame Sword isn't even worth buying in the first Dragon Warrior, because you can just get Erdrick's Sword.
Yeah.
Well, and you figure
This might just be my... It may just... Because I've always bought the flame sword, but that was just over the course of level grinding, anyway.
Well, right.
If you can get to the Edric sword with the broadsword, I would think that would be the easiest thing in the world.
Well, the way I play it now is what I do is I try to get the broadsword as fast as possible, right? And what I do is, and then I'd stay around with Moldar until I can get the full plate armor, and then I just grind up to level 13 with broadsword, full plate, and large shield, and then I try to kill the Axe Knight for Erdrick's armor, and then I go into.
I often skip full plate and go straight to magic.
Magic armor, in my opinion, is not worth it.
Yeah. Well, I had struggled with that arm knight. He kept wanting to punch me to death.
Goodness knows we all have our gaming habits. So.
Well, right, and my thing is that I look way too deep into it.
Well, I don't find the Axe Knight till I defeat the Golem.
Well, because what I do is I go to, like, what was that, Cantlin?
Cantlin.
Yeah, I mean, I get, like I said, once I have the Silver Shield, that's when I fight the Axe Knight. Usually I'm level 13 by the time I get enough gold.
Yeah, I think I've just now realized all of these doors have been opened. I could have just skipped all these fights.
Yeah, but you got that must-kill-everything mentality.
Yeah, I guess I do.
But don't we all?
Yeah. Well, what's the fun in just running past everything?
Yeah.
And you never know, I mean, the enemies might leave something behind.
Well, yeah, but I'm full on bombs. The only thing I really need is help. It's only to restore what I lost by fighting him in the first place.
Right.
Adam, you know what I did for fun on Dragon Warrior 3?
Yeah.
3 gestures.
Oh, God.
Yep, I actually have I believe I have a file where I attempted that. I think I got as far as the pyramid, I believe.
I mean, if you want to be a rabid optimist, make all the gestures female and ensure they all have the sexy personality if you're playing the Game Boy Color remake.
Oh, I did.
Yeah, because sexy's the best personality in the game.
Yeah.
Yep. And if they don't have it, just give them a garter, and then they have permanent for good.
Well, as long as they're wearing it, I would think.
Right, that's the only downside. I mean, well, when I did my solo hero runs, I always play as a male, so I make sure it gets the solitary personality, because I found solitary to be a pretty good personality, too.
Alright, let's see what this boss is. Is it anything? It's just another room of 6 Dodongos.
Oh, but it...
Only with tons and tons of statues.
Yeah.
Yeah, Zola was so easy for me, though.
Yeah.
Because I had 3 stages.
Oh, yeah, that's the thing. The thing is, because if I remember correctly, aren't sages actually reasonably strong physically, too?
Yeah, and they can use a decent range of weapons as well.
Yeah, it's like they're stronger than the... Yeah, because, like I said, actually, is it just me, or do I notice, like, it seems like female characters have higher intelligence and agility, while males seem to have higher strength and vitality.
Yeah, that's normally the case. Wait, I went back to the chest.
Alright, so that was level 8. Where was 9? Where was 9? That's where 9 is.
Yeah, my gestures were all female, so...
I think I'll just walk. I'm not gonna bother cycling through all the whistle spots.
It was... Sometimes it was annoying, but it was mostly fun. Traveling with those 3.
Yeah, with the jesters, yeah, because they just do whatever the heck they want.
Yeah.
Sometimes it helps, sometimes it doesn't.
Sometimes they're like in Pokemon Center's permanent loafing around state.
Oh god, and what's worse is once they can start self-inflicting paralysis on themselves.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because if you're doing a Jester solo, oh boy, they can insta-kill themselves at any moment.
Yep.
So, how is it that you can do solo Jester? Is that would that require a hacker or something like that? Because normally,
Nah.
until you beat Zoma, you're required to have the hero in the party.
Well, the hero's in the party, but the first battle, you have him or her kill him or herself.
Fair enough.
Well, because I actually had a save file, I didn't get too far in it, but I played a hero-less game where I just kept the hero dead all the time. And the sad thing is though, like the party was like, because I gave the fighter like the worst possible personality, so it's like he would hit like a train, but the problem is he had no defense at all, and it was actually sad because my cleric and sage actually had much better defense than he did.
Okay, I'm planning out the route here because there's the red ring and the magical key, and I think it looks like what about this here? I guess I'm getting the red ring first. And hello, fireman.
Yeah, I was away for a while. Ate some dinner.
Welcome back.
Dragon King, die.
I've been watching though, even though I haven't been talking. So you're ready to go into level 9.
Yep.
The final frontier.
Well, it can actually, I would say, Melee, you're an hour ahead, pretty much, of what happened after the last quest.
Yeah. This one has definitely not been as bad as tough as the third quest was. And I think I don't actually need to fight these guys because I just need to go this way. And I noticed when using other weapons that it's actually the magical sword is what you need to take out these blue Zals.
Interesting thing is that the title of the game on Twitch here for you have Melee, it's still Mega Man 6.
I'm aware. I was told, but I have through Chatty I was able to change the specs on it, including the game. But I guess Twitch doesn't acknowledge ZC, so it just kept whatever it had before. Nope, I actually can't go that way because I need keys.
Well, I'm done with 3 now. No, I'm done with 1. Time to go beat 2.
But yeah, Melee, how's that? Like, the Squishy Wizard's actually the most durable character.
Crap, like got me.
Rip.
Ripped shield.
Rip shield. Oh my, lots of landmollas here.
Not like you'll necessarily need the big shield to get through the place.
Yeah,
but there's Wizrobes in here, so I kind of still value it.
I was gonna
And
say,
not to mention all the stupid statue shooters as well.
I was gonna say, yeah, because like in this room,
Yeah.
yeah, because that'll wear you down.
Yeah, it makes me think if I can at least get to the red ring, which isn't that far, I'll probably go out and buy another one since I can afford it.
Oh, by the way, excuse me, I kind of burped.
Excuse you.
Yeah, because I was trying to excuse myself, and then I didn't want to cut you off.
Yeah. God dang it, emulators! Now you froze on me.
Also, the other thing I found out, Melee, it seems like to me, like, because I actually have a volume slider on the right headphone. It seems like if I turn that down, it kind of helps too.
Oh, that's good. Alright, so I have to go this way, take the... Whee! I really need to be careful now.
Oh boy. Well, like I said, at least these guys are simple.
Yeah. Thank you for the fair.
What match?
I'm trying to remember, where the heck did I buy that bait again? Because that's where the cheap shield was. I I forgot where that was again.
Maybe five.
Oh, I can't remember where it was now.
Yay! Revive!
I have to go down. Is that's a bomb? Okay. Then I walk through the wall to the right. And now we got blue land walls. Yay. Using range to my advantage. Ah. Red ring, gimme!
Woohoo!
And you know what? I am F6ing back.
Yeah, it's only 3 hearts lost.
Yeah, that and just see where. Dang it, where was that bait shop again? I don't remember. I only remember vaguely where it might have been.
I don't know where it is at all.
I mean, really, I can afford regardless of what price it is, but it's the principle of the thing. Ah, here it is. Yeah, I was right.
Adam, there are my 3 sages.
Huh?
In
Discord.
in Discord.
Okay. What level are they?
30, we got 30 and Edna's 31.
Yeah, that's the thing is they're actually strong enough that they can attack physically, especially the first one.
The first one, she has the ultimate chain whip.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
I
yeah,
love that.
I love that one.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, you really learn to value whips and boomerangs in a solo.
Oh yeah.
The only thing is they can't critical hit. But I
Yeah,
noticed
but the benefit of just being able to hit the entire enemy group.
Yeah, you can't neglect that. I'm also convinced, I noticed like when you hit like metal enemies, it seems like usually the first one always gets hit. When you use a whip or a boomerang.
Well, there you guys go. There's all 4 of them stats.
Oh, nice.
The hero has the ultimate equipment for him.
Yeah, that's definitely a pretty good party.
The only problem was when they were jesters.
Yeah, I couldn't do more than a single jester at once.
Y'all, whenever you're doing 3 jesters, herbs are your friends.
Yeah, I know.
I remember having a similar setup to that, but I kind of did it the cheap way. I would just work my way up to was it Dharma Temple normally with a quote-unquote standard group, and then just make 3 jesters and level grind them.
Yeah. But I just did it just to do it.
With the red rate now, you just gotta get the magical key.
Yep, and I have to kind of retrace my steps a little bit for that.
Yep.
Kander kept me. The first time I fought Kander and the second time I fought Kander. The bandit.
Yeah, I know who he is.
Yeah. My jester killed him. Both times.
The thing is, aren't they like horribly weak physically?
Yeah, but mine just kept whacking. They actually attacked instead of dancing.
Actually, don't they have a random antic that can actually get an automatic critical hit?
Yeah, I believe it's they trip and fall and get a crit.
Yeah, because that happened to me when I was
Hello,
playing
Mega.
Dragon.
Welcome to the party.
How's it going, guys?
Hey, we got beer.
Got a party here.
Yeah, we got the beer over in the corner.
From the sound of it, I take it you're on the road.
Yep, on the road. Finally.
On the road again.
Well, time to close out this emulator. Actually, I'm trying to grind up on this to fight the Divine Gon.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a pain. It's like, for me, I find like I have to... what are those things, the life acorns? I find myself trying to farm them.
Yeah.
Yeah, good luck with that one.
Having a thief helps. If you have a thief, it helps.
Nope. Only 3 gestures.
Well, the thing is, I found the thief, even though they're not the strongest, they are extremely fast.
Yeah.
'cause
Also,
Yeah.
You continue, then I'll say it.
Oh, well, because, like, I had a run where I actually had a thief. My thief might not have been the strongest character, but his defense was the highest just because of his agility.
Yeah. Did you know luck makes it so that they cannot get fizzled? The gestures luck. A higher luck stat.
Yeah, doesn't that help guard against statuses?
Yeah, even stock spell.
Yeah. Not that it's relevant for a jester, though, but...
No, but when they become a sage.
Oh, yeah. Except you still lose half of it.
Yeah.
What's that?
Lose half of what now?
Your stats when you class change.
Yeah, but that means you're still back at level 1, so it can only go up from there.
Right, but it tends to not be as fast, you know, because of things. Well, here's...
Both of them, actually, all 3 of mine had over 100 whenever I class changed them to a sage.
Oh, that's nice.
So,
Well, like, I would think a good party would be, like, start with a cleric, and then once they get, like, what's their highest spell? Like, revive and heal us?
Something like
yeah.
that.
And then after they get those, then turn them into a fighter. That way you have a super strong, fast healer.
Yeah. Or a thief.
Yeah.
Depends on
Oh,
whether
thief.
you're using the GPA version, the GPC version or not.
Yeah.
Since
Well,
I don't think Thief existed in the original.
No, it
No, they
did.
don't. Only in the SNES and GBC.
Yeah, because the thief...
Oh,
and
God.
I mean, the thief is, like I said, it's like the fighter, except they're not nearly as physically strong, but I think they have a thing where the higher their level is, like, the more likely they dodge an attack.
And steal.
Oh yeah, stealing, because I made a ton of money, I forget which enemy, it's like, what's the Granite Titans, I think? You can, like, get like a sword off of them or something.
Well, I didn't know that. There's only one class that you have to have in order to complete the game, though. A dealer.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, you have to have the dealer for plot progression.
Yeah, I just find myself... Yeah, it's like when the time comes, I just get them up to a decent level and then just quickly get them over to Newtown.
Sometimes I don't even do that. Sometimes I bring one over that's level 1 still.
Yeah. What I did was
it's not the easiest thing in the world, but...
Well, for me it was. Because even if I had kicked one of my stages out temporarily, I had 2 more.
Well, but still, you have to kind of... getting a level 1... You're still having to go through the... sail across the ocean to get to where you need to go for that. And... those enemies aren't exactly the weakest things in the world.
Not really. All you gotta do is just sail back from the town the castle town that you get your boat at. Sail left when you get there.
Yeah,
Easily.
but still, you're still likely to have at least 1 or 2 encounters there.
Yeah, I didn't.
Wait
Hey,
a
look.
sec. Wasn't I supposed to get the map in here?
Probably.
Maybe my map's
Well,
wrong.
I'll be right back.
Figured. Oh well. Oh, hello, Patra.
Let me guess, he's gonna have the map again.
Maybe. Yeah, maybe I just mismarked my map or something.
Yeah, that's the ongoing trend.
Astro loves his maps.
No, he didn't. Oh well. Oh goodness. Oh, that's a enemy combination. Thank you for the clock.
What's the enemy combination?
Oh, that's where the map is. Really? Huh. Red Wizrobes, blue land molas, and super vires.
So what does the map look like for level 9?
A face, I think.
Yeah, some like weird mask-like phase.
So like second quest type?
Well, it doesn't have the ears.
Interesting.
Alright, so I'm at 3 hearts, but I do have 2 potions.
Are you close to the magic key?
Yeah, I'm a few rooms away from it now.
What about the silver arrow?
Those were an 8.
Which you got, right?
Yes.
Okay.
I really had to go out of my way, but I got him.
Damn.
Okay.
Oh, red ice, nice.
So the red water in level 9 is usually thought of as lava, yes? Would this be would this be considered hell freezing over?
What you said? Lava? Did you say lava because you kind of cut out for it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Like I know TK calls it blood. I just thought of it like I always thought of the red water as being lava.
Here.
But yeah, I guess hell freezing over is pretty accurate. But depending on what your interpretation of hell is, if it's the traditional fire and brimstone you think of.
Oh God! Really, I let that happen. Oh man.
Why, you die?
Yes, I did because I was stupid.
Oh Jesus! Now you gotta make all that progress back.
You know you're not stupid.
I ran right into a red Wizrobe shot.
Rip.
Rip indeed.
Well, at least if nothing else, the rooms that I partially cleared will stay partially cleared.
Well, now it's gonna take a while till you get back to that point.
And the Moldurm will stay dead.
Would you technically even need to have the magic key to get to Ganon?
It's either that, or I money grind to buy about... How many keys am I gonna need for this?
Not sure.
At least 2. Oh, yeah, I'll need a bunch. Without actually going through the whole thing counting, yeah, I'd probably need at least 5.
Jeez.
Which, yes,
so,
I believe I can buy them. I want to say they're still up for sale, but I'd rather not.
Yeah, what, 100 rupees a piece?
I believe so, yes.
Jeez. That's a lot of grinding.
Yep.
I'd take the magical key any day.
Yep.
Yep.
At least the Patra stays dead. The level 3 Moldurm stays dead.
Moldurms are fun to fight.
As SC Knuckles likes to call them, Ermengarde Murder.
Yeah, yeah. Are you guys gonna reference him every time it comes up?
Yeah, probably. Actually, I want to go back and continue my White Mage run of Final Fantasy 1. Whoop. One of my mages died.
Wait, a solo white mage or a full party?
A full party.
Oh my.
At least you got strength in numbers.
Well, that seems relevant to me because there's right now there's a Final Fantasy 1 league going on right now with every couple weeks it goes to a different stage which has a different objective, and the one stage 2 was a had to beat Lich with a party of 4 whites. And it was Final Fantasy randomizer.
Oh.
So
That's
you
fun.
didn't you had to search around for TNT. You had to search around for the ruby, either the ruby or the ruby or the floater, in order to beat the objective. It's not that far.
And there's the magic key. All right.
Yeah.
I notice anytime I go off focus of Twitch, it seems to like pause itself.
Well, if I'm already down to 3 hearts, I might as well just shortcut.
So now you gotta get the Ganon.
Yep. Which is, let's see, how...
Wait, do I even have die? Yeah, I do. I'm going to go back to my favorite place ever.
First stop is to get the boss key.
Also, quick thing I wanted to say. So has anybody like played the original Final Fantasy 1 on the NES?
Yep.
Yeah. I play it on a virtual console.
Oh, close enough. But is it just me, or does the White Wizard look like he or she's given the finger when he or she casts spells?
I never really paid attention to that.
Wait a second.
So what path do you have to take to get the Ganon?
It's probably long and convoluted. I'm taking it one step at a time. The first step is to take the boss key.
Ooh.
Oh yeah, that's right. You
Number
need a
4
boss key
plane.
too yet.
Yeah, which I know where that is at least.
Oh, fuck. I gotta go back.
Give me health, please. Thank you.
No, stop it!
I know I have
Give me 1 moment, I apologize.
2 potions, but
That plane.
I'd rather save
That's
them
right.
for later.
Anything else for you? That should be it. 704. Okay.
And
some-
start putting the magical key to use.
Oh wow, somebody thought my profile picture was from Terraria.
Oh, hello.
Oh god. That
Level 5 Moldorm.
Level 5?
Or at least I believe it's level 5. It's a different coloration than 4 was, I think.
yeah, got enough segments?
No. Clearly no.
You can never have too many.
But the door I came in through is open.
Yeah.
So time to abuse that roll.
Yeah, definitely.
Although it feels kind of silly just using the red candle on this thing.
Nah, just burn it to death.
Jeez, the Moldorm is so long it takes up almost the entire room.
Yep. Okay, it's starting to die.
I actually thought that was 2 Moldorms in one group. Adam, I'm trying to get to my favorite place ever.
And that is?
The Peninsula Power.
Ah, yes.
I would say this: if this Moldorm was playing was a playing Snake with itself or something, it'd be losing so many times.
Yeah, it would have lost many times over by now. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the problem. You're so long that it actually ends up your weakness.
There, that one's dead, and I have to go down to get the boss key.
Wait, nope, I don't have what I need. Pits! Out of my way!
There's the boss key, but it's a one-way room, naturally.
Wait.
Okay,
wait,
so where do I go from here? So there to there.
I gotta go. Let's see.
Okay, I see the path I need to take. I have to make this loop again.
To get to Ganon?
Yeah. Have to go all the way back
So what
around through this again.
So what game do you think you'll be doing next after this?
I'm thinking about going back to doing an RPG before going into Final Doom, but I'm not sure which one I want to do just yet.
What about doing Kirby and the Amazing Mirror?
Do Dragon Quest.
I see you don't have the honey barbecue wing strips anymore.
The what now?
Okay, next time I'll get some.
Now, can you technically do Toho Mother yet, or do you
I still have to do Mother 3 first before doing that.
Yeah.
Well, you could do Paper Mario.
I could do that on the console. Because I have it on the console.
Thank you.
Sounds like a good enough idea to me.
Well, either that or Kirby and the Amazing Mirror. I really wouldn't say either one would be alright.
I don't really see anyone try Kirby and the Amazing Mirror. I'm kind of curious about it too.
How would you go? Hey, Melee, how would you go about streaming Paper Mario though if you played it right from the console?
I have a capture card.
Oh, okay.
I haven't used it. When was the last time I used that? I remember it being a bit of a thing. What was it back when I did? I know I used it for when I did Star Wars Episode 1 Racer. Had I used it more recently than that?
I can't remember.
I can't remember either.
Yeah, screw that room.
So you don't use a capture card when you do the Zelda Classic Let's Plays?
No, I just do screen capture.
Okay.
Yeah, the capture card basically connects it from the console to my computer.
Okay.
So what is how much experience do you have with Paper Mario?
Oh, I've beaten it multiple times. I think I got it back when it was new.
Yeah.
I'm surprised you haven't ever LP'd it yet, though.
Well, it's on the list, so...
Yeah. I've seen people play it and do a challenge where they don't get any HP buffs.
Yeah, I've been kind of... if I'm doing Paper Mario, I mean, I was thinking about doing something along those lines. Wasn't sure exactly what. If I wanted to do a challenge run or what, to try to spice things up a little bit. Yeah. Sometimes a vanilla game is just fine on its own, you know?
Yeah.
I could go either or. There it is.
And what would you say your experience would be with Kirby and the Amazing Mirror? Have you ever touched that game at all?
Nope.
Oh my.
Well, I think maybe if it's the one I'm thinking of, unless it was some other Kirby game, which I don't. I think I've done most of the other ones at least. Whatever. I think I did it just to make sure that the ROM worked, but that's about it. I think I did like 2 stages of it or something like that.
I remember watching your LP of Kirby's Dream Land, and you even did hard mode in that as well.
Yes, I did do that, didn't I?
Well, I'm at my new home for a while. Got no run from ogres. Or wyverns.
Oh, hello, there's a pit here. Okay, safe haven.
Speaking of which, what was the last Kirby game you LP'd, Melee?
I think it was Kirby's Adventure. The NES one, I believe.
Yeah, gigas.
Hmm.
Nope. I ain't messing with Hill gigas.
Hey, fairy. I'm gonna kill you. Mostly to see if I get another heart drop or a fairy from you. Oh, yep, got a heart drop. Good.
Actually kill me.
How close are you to Ganon?
Not far. Especially
That's
since
good.
I can actually skip most of these rooms. And more land molas, but only red ones this time. Alright, that's the last warp.
Time to finish this.
Time to finish this.
End him!
One last regular key. Use the boss key, skip past all these other rooms because they don't matter. I have 7 hearts and 2 potions.
Yeah, should be no problem.
Yeah, should.
Especially since, hey, there's no stature shooters in this.
That's good.
There you go.
Although it feels like this guy is kinda tanky.
There are my 4 white mages.
There we go.
The thing is,
All done.
I noticed in the remake, like the white mages clearly look more feminine.
Yeah, and the default names are more feminine too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that is that. Yeah.
It's always nice when you're able to stun lock Ganon as well.
Yeah, even if it was only for like a couple hits, yeah, it's always nice.
Adam, the reason why they're all named the same is the guy actually challenged me to do an all-white mage run.
Frankly, in Dawn of Souls, white mage, 4 whites are probably my favorite group. It's one of the few groups I've actually beaten all the bonus bosses with. Just once you get, really the hardest fight for me on that is Astos, really.
Oh yeah, Actos is fun.
And
Yeah,
yeah, I only died 4 times on that one, compared to the
Oh.
16 from the 3rd quest.
That was pretty good.
And there is a 5th quest that came out that there was a contest for that just last year, I believe. And that's definitely something that I would want to do at some point. As of now, it would be blind. I highly doubt I'd be able to do it in one stream. But that's definitely something that we can look forward to at some point.
What, a four white mage thing?
No, the 5th quest for ZC. Like that, I won't be doing that quite yet. I might end up doing... So I'm at least going to do one more game before going into Final Doom and the final stage of my bit incentive. I'm surprised I've gotten this far in fulfilling it, honestly. So whether I do Paper Mario or if a better suggestion comes down the line, and whenever that comes to pass, until then, this is MeleeWizard, and have a nice night.
Have a nice night.
Red Mage Adam signing out.
Have a nice night.
Have a nice night.
See ya.
Well, I'm gonna have fun.